ya tambo nga so jamro na simji ko te malo ina ko do wa
Todo.
okay ta nga so to ko ndela yam den zomne ni shinji ge jinan den si jo so wa te pe ga so tene chudo nyen ba mambo yang jan zom tene chudo sa wa yang yang mo shi ba mam tene se ne to gong chap che to nga son dela do so si ju ha chang ji bo so zo ro
So first of all, I'm very happy to meet with all of you tonight here for the Yamantaka empowerment. And there are quite some old Dharma friends here that I already know. I'm very happy to see you again. There's also many new Dharma friends here. I'm happy to meet you as well. So first of all, I'm very happy to be here and to meet you all.
我们这里有文殊菩萨的堂感吗？有没有？那不是吗？那不是，照片没有吗？OK。哦呀，这里门村呢，这里我做的，我就南丁啦，上下多几次挂个，等着一旦被忙不有吧的，这里这南呢，我做到南军的娘呢，只持续个人一旦卡接。Yedam yu tse te nyamni tuku yu mara ti nani rarang la che na nga mo ni rawa yu jo ka yedam ka chik nga tsu ta nyamni si che hyun ra wari. Ti nano ni nga tso la chan su na ta xin je te nyamni si ma hyun ra wa cha de wari. Nga tso la che komdi che hyun ra. Lo tapa ma che pa sigi yori, pa yu gun pa na na sigi yori. Ka sala le cha du yang chi ka yori. Te ten du xin je te nga tso nyamni si ma hyun ta che komdi 최신도 차대요로 봐.
So first, in Buddhism, Tibetan Buddhism, within the secret mantra Vajrayana, there are many Yidam deities, and so of all of these deities, we cannot practice them all. But it is that it is the best deity to practice is the deity that one has deep connection to or familiarization with. And the Yamantaka is a deity that we have practiced for a very long time. So from the old days onward, it's a very important practice because we have a very deep connection with that deity. And so also, for example, it is a practice, a retreat that we have done back in Tibet in the monasteries for a long time, and now also outside of Tibet in Western countries, we are holding the retreat every year. We are always doing the practice, and most people are really familiar with the Yamantaka practice. So we are mostly familiar with this practice. Therefore, we have a deep connection to it, and so that. Is why it is significant for us to practice Yamantaka because we have this familiarization.
Ini yedam chilap chechong sejote yedam gongoni silap chechong chepa kaya yo mari tanse tamche sanje yung kunse yung ting kun ting ta sanje ka kompan top sab chajo janja ri. Tini ina yang chik nyamsu limpo kapsu chik pinto chechong tang chik silap chechong sejote ngaso nyamsu lim yung ring tong tang tela kompi chechong la ting nipa chechong te tendre sene songo yo re.
'Cause So now when it comes to the blessings of the Yidam deity, so in terms of the blessings, there is no difference between the Yidam deities at all. All of the Yidam deities are fully enlightened Buddha, so they are free from all faults and they are complete with every enlightened quality. They are all in the state of Buddhahood, so there is no difference there. When it comes to the practice in terms of what is more beneficial and what possesses greater blessings, but that depends on ourselves, depends on how long we have practiced that deity and how familiar we have become with that yidam.
Tene kashe ge samche duche la je la chung de zo dang la par de je nam jo la na mi be ju ge de yedam de zo le lao si ne je da mamang la di wang mamang la wang ko ya da mamang cha le nyam le si ya de zo ko ro dang dang tuen ko yo ma ri si men de sam ni yo de ye na yang ga jin ren bo je ge na da de gemang la wang su xiu mo yo na nyang le la to xiu mo yo na yang de gap su ge ngani de se ne ma per yo ge yo re ba de ka ri se na ren bo je kong re dan de da ge ji nyang le yo ren bo se de la je ngue ne da ne ge ko rang ge nyam yong dang ju na cha sang yo be ge to ni de ni mamang la ma de se ne wang ko ya dang chi chui xie yang de se ya na yang de ni de la de pin thong ma do jun xia xie da me ba den da ha go wa ge de ni de ko re ge den de nang de ge yo de ba 这是什么
So some people think they have an opinion about giving these kind of wrathful deity empowerments freely and openly. So some people think that if it's a wrathful deity, an empowerment of a wrathful deity, and especially from the highest yoga tantra, it should not be given so freely. So they believe that it should be more restricted and not be offered to just anyone. But as we know, Gachin Rinpoche gives it openly to whoever wishes to receive it. To whoever wishes to receive the empowerment and engage in practice, he gives it to them freely. And why? Because first of all, he himself has practiced it for a very long time. And so he has gained a real perfect experience in the practice. And so then on the basis of that experience and his realization of the practice, he knows that giving the empowerment to others can only bring benefit and will not bring them any harm. And knowing that, that's why he offers it so freely.
ni te na yi nyang le sim tam che lang de la shu pa dang che nyang se lang wa zam che jing nang wan yo nu ba dang che sen la de cho wa ma da wa le nu ba den de ge che mi sa ge ko ran le nu ba che yo ndo ge yo re de yo ba la ti ne de ni ta ka ji na de drip chen lan sang ka ja ne de ko pya mo thong do ko le ka de ji ko do ko ba de la ti la salam ne ba de sem ji de sa chon ne de da yong do ge yo re ba de la pin to yo de ba re
And so practitioners are aware of that because they experience that the power of this practice, because many people have gained this experience of when they do this practice, then something happens to them. And so there's a special kind of experience and feeling that arises in them, and they are aware of this, the power of this practice once they have done it. And that's also why our drupshans are always so full, and people try to get a seat and they can't all get a seat. It's always completely full, and not everybody can get a seat. Everybody wants one because everyone feels the power of this practice and know that there is a real benefit. So.
这个声音听不太清楚，怎么办呢？要不要你来翻译，我讲中文，这样比较好。有些人那个
we're gonna try with your video off. The sound is really choppy right now.
Okay.
听不太清楚了。
Should I maybe try with my phone, maybe? Because sometimes my phone is better. Let's see. Is it very bad? Good.
口不读啊？
Nga kodok. Let's see if I can turn.
有的。
It's better now. Let's try this. Let's try.
不是很顺啊。好呀，大这当个人，我当着现在等着热天的，当我做办公室，学的，我们讲着生几个高的搞钱包是吧？公弄的杂气许卡的有的，公弄养大把的高有的，去了就不搞是。等你点对第一阶段我做搞对那讲着的生皮当不老有的吧？
So now at the beginning of the empowerment, we will first go for refuge and cultivate the motivation of bodhicitta. It's always important. It's always important that whenever we practice the Dharma, that we do so with a good intention. And so this is why we will now also begin with this.
OK， 我们先念一下这个。我到了等我这边的努巴这边给大巴当见巴巴的就巴这当姐做这边嘛南嘎当娘被sem见当。 Dewa dan den dong a dan tra yul de la na me ba yang da bar do be san je ren bo je do bar za 英文
Other sentient beings, limitless space, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience. May they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment. All mortal sentient beings, limitless as space, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience. May they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment.
我的觉得三嘛姐姐把的人啊也算给我了个。 Maya pada lenga ye sangge wala go. De de reine song de nyamo sang da sam je pada lenga ye sangge wala go.
For that purpose, until I attain Buddhahood, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. Until death, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. From today until this time tomorrow, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue.
三界去当作见就能来，三九八的作业呗。罗拉本在三界的白哟。
I take refuge in the Buddhas until I attain the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dharma and in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. Just as the Buddhas of the past gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the Bodhisattva's path, so shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the Bodhisattva's path. I take refuge in the Buddhas until I attain the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dharma and in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. Just as the Buddhas of the past gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the Bodhisattva's path, so shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the Bodhisattva's path.
Nongwadan Yambe Semje Damje Devadan Deve Jodan Dembar Jorje Dongar Dan Dongar Je Jodan Ravar Jorje Dongar Mebe Devadan Mendrava Jorje Yeren Jodan Yidan Ra Tonyon Lane Bor Jorje.
What are sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion.
我也到咱们这身体的察觉去，等你这个劲呢，往个拖慢了的，出水不要的吧，往个牛都容啊个，等着就咱们做个劲，冲动着我这，等我做当部出水不要的电影。
Now, after refuge and bodhicitta, then the first step for the empowerment is purification. And so, for now to receive an empowerment, we first have to cleanse our mind to become a proper vessel for receiving the empowerment. And so, this is why we will do a ritual purification.
出水
Sorry, I don't hear anything. There's something with the sound. There's a really bad echo.
这样好了，
Oh,
你
now it's
坐那
okay.
边，你坐那边，你坐那边，没办法了，这样没办法了。没有，没关系，我讲简单的，简单的，那国没当啊，做你家给条件找啥的？
Oh. Komendu nga? Nga tanda ko do tasin ko mo.
我们这个观点前面，傻劲是这个听见那个身口意的嘛，但是那个主要真正的那个亲近身口意的是还是动机，听见的动机啊，所以我们刚刚念了皈依发心这些啊，有亲近的动机就利益他心的话，那时候才是真正这个自己的那个身口意识清净了。 发那个正确的动机是很重要，前面。
So as a preliminary to the empowerment, we do have the ritual to remove obstacles, but the actual removal of obstacles is actually kind of, purify our body, speech, and mind. And we really want to purify our motivation. As we have done, the taking refuge as well as generating bodhicitta, that's also part of it. And also, if we generate the, the mind to benefit others, the altruistic mind, yes, that's the actual removal of obstacles.
一方面呢，我们也做这个左边的那个甘露呢，洒净净化，这个也需要的。
Having said so, the actual ritual of purification through spreading the nectar, sprinkling the the nectar water is also necessary.
所以我们现在呢开始洒净啊。
Now we'll do the ritual of purification.
好啊，搞得呢。
Yeah, nga kodok.
哎呀，当我做出事呀人，出事被告诉说是叫我了，老姐生把有啥呢？老姐生把过来的呢，对子吃饭呢也把那的说是个人啊也从咱们身上上把的是那有吃周有的。
So now we will do the purification. And for that, visualize Vajrasattva above your crown and imagine that from him flows a stream of nectar, like rain falling down, and it purifies your body, speech, and mind.
这大当把咱们间呢，南南间呢，出手大，来圈呢大把也，北边大概直接我。 Om benza sado samaya mana palaya benza sado denopa chitanda do kit sudo kayo me supo jayo me baba kitaja me baba sarva siddhe me daya ta sarva karma suja chitang yang kuro ho banga ben sarva dadanga dan benza man benza baba ma samaya sado om benza sado samaya manava benza sado dinoba didanda do me baba sudagayo me baba soba jayo me baba anurado me baba sarva siddhe me traya sarva karma sutta chitang yang koro ho banga Sarvada danga dam benza mamen benza benza bava ma samaya sado om benza sado samaya manupalaya benza sado denoba didanda dome sode gayo me bava sobo jayo me bava anurado me bava sarva siddhe me daya sarva karma siddha me chidan shayam guru ho bangavan sarva tatanga tantanza mama benza baba ma samaya sado om benza sado samaya manapala benza sado denoba titanda do me baba sudakayo me baba soba jayo me baba anurado me baba sarva siddhe me taya sasa Bangavan Sarva Tatanga Benza Mami Benza Bava Ma Samaya Sado Ume Sarva Tatanga Abeke Kate Samaya Hireye Ho Tatun Nipala Hundu Toma Jinyachi Hundu Toma Baya Deyang Any Tatangaran Soke Wang Samunda Tav Chowala Ngejin Parche Kanya Munjowa and the Chito Pa Jinka Parche Tony to Solanga to Tolman Hone and the Jinka Parche La Sopa Maziro Na Senate and the Senate Shuanti Yakache to Tolman Hua Tawari.
Now we come to the second preliminary practice for the empowerment, and that is the offering of hindrance dharma. And so the purpose of offering the hindrance dharma is that because the empowerment is so profound, we make this dharma offering so that no obstacles arise while we receive this empowerment. So we are we're offering this dharma to all these obstructors, those who cause hindrances, so that they do not obstruct us. So with a kind of a wish, please do not obstruct us. So.
Then Tata Wanga Kapsa Mayimpa, Matende Nana, then Tata Nizon, the Sanjago Compa Matoka Parto Tala, Teni lam ka rambala teni gejin tang parche mayongwa ke che tatang. Te tatang nga so namjun che tang ka ma che ka nalo la yang che ma san san ni mundu yin de che jin parche mangpo che yong de ke yore wa. Che mundu yin de jin parche mangpo che yong do ya to so la ju jin yo pa re. Ju hong to song sen pa re. Te la teni jo lengin tang de de jin na cha tang dong ge la so pa song de teni nga so ge ta ta ti che jin de tang kon rewe de ma to jo ngo ma den thong go yo ma re ngone se na jo de jang go yo re nga so ge che len cha po lo ma bo che ter se ma sang wa ta ma so pa yo pa jum chin ne teni nga so che ma sang sa ni jin pa che yong do ya tang che le lao sin ro dro yo sang de yang ma sang sa ni jin jin chen ne ten ro mo to pa la so pa che ma bo che yong do ya tang de zo cha ma che jo che len cha po lo ma sa pa to so lo song ten song de ju teni ta nga zo to man de ho wa la de da la yang pin to yo pa re teni ta nga zo to ma ngo den de chong chong zam ma yin ban den ne me pe tin zam ji teni te la che so so kan la kan do pa chen do yo me ze pa di to man de te ta wa ching me pa se ne teni ko so la ho go yo re den de se ho na nga ra la tang bo che sem te na kong long zam bo che sang chuk ke sem che yo teni me pa te ta wa che se ho na ko rang so la ngu so thom do yo re ta re se na ko so zo me pa re zo me pa yin zo me pa chen te la zo me pa ka ngin pa te go yo re zo chen che zo me pa la thom ya ka bo re ten nga zu sem nam da sen do sem zang bo sen do me pa ja chen bo sen da dang ne de lin cha bo long su da den de yong ge jin pa che she de yong ge yo sang go re
And so now this does not just apply to the empowerment. So this Dharma offering is not just for this empowerment, but it also applies to our lives. So from now on until attaining enlightenment, we offer this Dharma to clear away all obstacles and hindrances along the path to enlightenment. So normally in our lives, we encounter all kinds of negative situations and problems, even though we have no intention of encountering them. We don't want to encounter them, but still, all these negative things constantly happen. And all of these obstacles have causes from the past, they don't arise randomly. And so, those causes, it is said the causes are the negative karmas and negativities, and then the conditions are the obstructors, the evil spirits, the obstacle, and then the result is the problem, the sickness, and so forth. And that's what we see. We see the condition and we mainly see the result, but we don't see the cause. But it's actually the cause that we need to purify. Because if the causes are not purified, it's because those causes are not purified that all these unwanted things constantly happen, and they happen easily. So just naturally, one thing after the other, always some kind of failure, something doesn't work out, there's no success, always trouble, always conflict, it constantly arises. And all of this is due to our karmic debts with our karmic creditors that we have not yet repaid. And so this Dharma offering helps with all of this too. So it's not just for this small context. And also, don't think of this Dharma as just this small thing, this small object. It is only a support, this small object is only a support for your visualization, but you really should visualize much vaster than that. So first of all, you offer the Dharma with a pure intention of bodhicitta. And if you offer it with bodhicitta, then the Dharma becomes whatever the recipients need. And so because the recipients of the Dharma are formless, they're without form, we have to offer them something formless, which is our imagination or visualization. So we cannot use material things to help something that's immaterial. They need this bodiless gift, and which is our imagination, where we visualize that the Dharma becomes vast and it turns into whatever those recipients need. So therefore, first, we cultivate a good intention, and with a good intention of wanting to benefit them, we visualize in a vast way when we give away this Dharma offering. And so while we make this offering, think in this way and think that through this vast visualization and pure intention, then all the karmic debts are being repaid and all obstacles are cleared.
So Baba Shuda Savadama so Baba Shuda Hang Tumbangan Omleso Rumboji and Hoyankin Jajavananto On Buddha Shavaleso La Jeletropoto Matankin Toba Mepa Namkadanyamba Omaka Roma Savadamano Adi Nipena Duda Oma Home Pay Sofa Omaga Romagam Sarvadhamano Adene Benadu Doma Vom Pei Sova Omaga Romagam Sarvadhaman Adene Benadu Doma Vom Pei Sova Nama Sarvadata Ingada Avalo Gede Om Sambara Hom Nama Sarvadata Ingada Avalo Gede Om Sambara Hom Nama Sarvadata Ingada Avalo Gede Ome Sambara ho, Jondine de Yiji Paranji Mala Sanzalo, the Yiji Vasunji Dambala Sanzalo, the Yiji Vakanjamela Sanzalo, the Yiji Banji Batam Jedan Yoso Travel Sanzalo, Kanyen, Jimo Javayan, Jumbonan, Shazatan, Simbo Shajin Sabata, Simjina Bana Zodan, Jujin Kawasone. Kedan de la Domane Zawa Shantian La Pujen, the Jin River Mambo Dan, Chupan de Yangozula, Nopa Samba Chivata. Dajanam La Pimbesen, Terensin, Baji, Jinji Jinji, Tana, Jujojen, Turjan Yanda Domla, Sambarju, Jumbo Gonla, Jeba Bombo de Gelon Gijote, Transayan, Sunjam, Kayamin, Solo Sola Gonjanza, Rangalula, Pelon La Yela Nupa Maziki. Om Chimbon Junga Gandaka Lilang Banu Sipen Hetanya Son Dula Dunjuran Ganesate Sarvam Benganengeza Savam Benganengeza Savam Benganengeza Om Benzara Jara Ja Om Benzara Jara Ja Om Benzara Jara Ja Oh Yata Chusi Jutan Mandu Toma Tanjini Zosine Tande Wang Tek Lojun Dordun Rosena O Ti Ju de Gang La Tode Yobarisene Tata Ngaranto Sanga Kiti Yedam Tam Tik Kong Ti Ju de La Tode Yore Kong Ju La Tone Tani Ngema Tani Pintre Tata Top Tam Jek So Drup Tab Zu Minga La Den Drup Tab Zu Tende Separiwa Tata Ke Ngatu Nyangsu Lim Bishin Jen De Kong De Sepda Nabu Ju Sen Yosare Tela Tone Tani Ja Ka Lopun Chimpo Tula Parges Konga tani tata di ngaran soka nyam tali induk joke yando me puti se joke ti drotap menga te tata tula marigo kengo tula parge se jiteke so zene tani ramba yinde pemam jongne tang parpo kan basu dara tang tani poka sanje yishi poka drotap sanje yishi ni ma june sanje yishi kapsu tani patela bene terka ramba ko ni se ne bene tani te tertu ni tek tertu ja shang chong tang tek la din nup chong te ni ka tanda se ne te ne to ne tani ti terka te ni yang tek to dren ne tani Ramba in the Ladi Nupchone, Ma Judeba, Tendeji Chadure.
And so now this completes the purification and the preliminary Dharma offering. And then next we come to the historical background of the empowerment. And so just in brief, so all of the Yidam deities of the secret mantra, they come from the tantras. And then the sadhanas that we practice were then compiled by the great Panditas and the Siddhas, who composed them and incorporated pith instructions. And our Yamantaka practice, this particular Yamantaka practice, comes from the Black Lord of Life Tantra. And in the Indian tradition, it comes from the master Tugla Palge. And then it was transmitted. The cycle was transmitted to later to Guru Rinpoche and then Vasudhara. And then when it came to Tibet, it was transmitted first through the Siddha Sangye Yeshe. And then at that time, it was concealed as a dharma. But this dharma was concealed in two stages, so in two sets. So therefore, there were two Derduns or revealers who revealed that dharma, and one of them was Shangtom, Gya Shangtom, and the other one was the great master of Nup, the physician Nupchung. And so then these two sets, levels of dharma, these two lineages, then united through Nupchung, so that the physician from Nup.
In it, Ramba in the Majune, not so, and the Gong Kaju Kujipa Nana, Yavan Renchin Ponsoka Kapsa. So song they were tender Risha. Yavan Renchin Ponso and Nata to rub to dope and goni, go to the non deba, tender Ridara. Or tea cups and lots on the Gong Kaju Kujipa Nana, sir. The Jomari, Tenny is on the Tenny. Not on the Gong Kaju Kujipa Nana, and the Yadanka Chehu, Zen. Yamle Sikayor, Yamle Super Caps and Jingune, some Ninder, the Tambo, Dance, Tandimba Goni, and the Yamle say the little so. Not other part of you, the part and the Risha.
And so then the lineage was transmitted, and then eventually it also was transmitted down to the Drikung lineage. After Gyabang Rinchen Punzok had received them, and then he transmitted. So for him, it then came to the Drikung lineage, and he was alive during the 16th century. So ever since then, the tradition of this practice has been transmitted in the Drikung lineage, and it has been practiced ever since then as one of the most important Yidam practices of our tradition. And the way it is practiced is that the drupchans or the retreats, the mantra accumulation retreat and the other Yamantaka retreats have always been kept in a very strict form. And this strict format of practicing Yamantaka continues on until today. So.
Oh, that the Gong Te Yamlin Tiki, Jinang, Gosong Toka Jinang, Tekorala, Toma Tarambo Cheram Tokete, Tiche to Sovan de Pachendo, in it Lagondo. Then do Ina Chola Yoete.
Yeah. About the Namo Guru dire.
Namon Gormari, Ho Yansan Hibicin Cortes and the Duban.
Okay.
Te Tambo Pogatin, La Tejidus, and Injigatin the Tumani Jidus.
Okay. Yeah. And so now tonight, first, in order to receive this empowerment of body, speech, and mind, we will begin by repeating the supplication, which is a request to receive the empowerment. And we will do that first once in Tibetan and then twice in English.
哦，仰上西部，艰苦的大能就把查拉杰，多杰罗本，艰苦的做，把尔达拉，家人做。Okay, now English.
And then English. Oh, Vajra Master, Lord of the Mandala, Courageous One, kindly allow me the innermost secret mandala of the Slayer of the Lord of Death. Ho, Vajra Master, Lord of the Mandala, Courageous One, kindly allow me to enter the innermost secret mandala of the Slayer of the Lord of Death.
哦呀，他的大不个说话大呢，你忘的啷个就啦，拖把啦，你的啥啥，去年没叫他有嘛的，这是穷人叫他，这是虽然没有叫，等着这，可查进了，等着这人过有的。第一期的搭档啊，做跟的你捐下人啦，结巴是俺这人啦，结巴是有老个有的。哦，这个懂的人是那他第一个呢，你错啥把他，第二天呢，这把讲呀，等着这个是不接的，当俺做搭档的了，捐下人啦，结巴，多结了不三结巴是就有啊，这样的了就是个有。
And now, after this supplication, the next, in order for your mind to actually receive the empowerment, first of all, for this, our negativities and obscurations, they have to be a little bit lighter. So, of course, we cannot remove them all at once, but they have to be a little bit lighter, and we have to increase our merit. We need to have some merit to be really receptive for the empowerment. And so that is why we also recite the 8-branch confession, which is something that we always recite. It's an 8-branch prayer that we offer, and its purpose is to accumulate merit and to purify obscurations.
你拿出来有的话的，
Yo.
我也当不严啊。First, repeat after me, Tibetan. Dorje lobun, sanje bar, dusum yola, chanza lo, chosum dimbe, yer yola, nimi yiji, jabsun che, ngudrup chubo, jube kek, nibze malu, shaparja, sojun horsum, takpe chu, macha chula, jierang, takpan ta ye, chimame, zogpe sanchep, semjido, deje sanchep, sambala, takpa semje, lumbalo, serap dangwe, gewanam, dune sanchep, chodo ngo.
Once in English, Tamachik?
Yeah.
Okay, in English. Homage to the Vajra Master and all the glorious Buddhas present in the 3 times, in the 3 jewels, which are the base of the teachings. I take refuge with an undivided mind. Please accept these pure offerings, both real and imagined. I confess all wrongdoing without exception, the hindrances that sever the flow of accomplishments. I rejoice in unattached activities, free from the three spheres, throughout the 10 directions. I give rise to perfect bodhicitta, untainted by the 4 extremes. I offer this body of 3 purities to the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, gathering the virtues collected throughout all lives. I dedicate them towards great awakening.
Oh yeah, ta tek jini ta tang la ke selab rang ju lam be par sipa la tene cheran so jambe yang la gong go do jambe yang la gong ne tene nga kan tene ma lo ya yo re te lo ne jo ne tene la yi hi ba jin jin ba ke tene se ne da re tan zhe wo zhou yang ba gap su tene cheran so ke nam kha ne jambe yang je ko 망고 때문에 차바바바나 이세 개바당 총화 차바바바나 인세네 되니 체란 속그 조보라 습습의 템송 삼바세네 노팅라 카와 바바 다버송 요레 노차오라 카와 밤는 랑상 파 템로르와 감로르와 대나 인세네 되니 년 다르던 저버존네 세임 바브카브서 던데 먹과세네 대고도
So now next, then to receive the blessings in your mind, then first visualize yourself as Manjushri, and then I'm going to do some recitation, and at the end of that, we come to the invitation of the wisdom deity, the wisdom gods. And at that point, I will play the Damaru drum and the bell. At that time, you should think that in the space before you, countless forms of Manjushri, large and small, fall down like rain, dissolving into you one after another, dissolving into your body, just like snow melting on a hot rock. So when snow melts on a hot rock, it disappears instantly. So this is how the blessings descend and then are absorbed into you.
네 강강 랍주트에서 놀선 때마 라마 케 카와 파파나 임바 랍주트에서 잠베양 마리샤 히 종코나 바리샤 종코데 달파 요로안 다 덴데 코 망고 카와 파파나 인세네 체랑 소케 네 조보 강라 스스 덴조 삼바 세네 파테타 시구다
So there's one correction. So it's not actually Manjushri, I'm descending down, but Yamantaka forms. So many forms of Yamantaka, large and small, fall down one after the other, dissolving into you, just like snow falling on a hot rock and dissolving into that rock instantly. So just like that, these forms dissolve into you.
Teneti la ihi pa mambo kawa papa na isene chiran chola ten tsam jisu. Tene nganda ngagan dara tang chogo chojo ten tsam yane. Di kapsu tene chiran choga mek che yungwa tang nyamtu. Tene chiran choga da soso la di hinje kopa yona tela mek lams ta. Ten me na yang da jing zhang chiran chola di ihi pa nam ten tsam jisu. Lams chiran tene hinje ka korin jor, jambar hinje lan jor song samba. Tende si gudu.
And so then after that, so after the wisdom beings have dissolved into you, and after I've played the Damaru drum and the bell, then open your eyes, and at the very moment that you open your eyes, if you have an image of Yamantaka, look at it directly as you open your eyes. If you do not have an image, then just think that right after the wisdom deity has dissolved into you, now I myself have transformed into Yamantaka.
Omega Laraba Yamaranza Home Pe Omeso Baba Shuda Sarva Dharma So Baba Shudo Ha Tombe Ngale Pima Danda Ve Jinko Je Tenta Deyek Sepo Yongsa Jabale Chirana Papan Jamba Kagan Yunan Dojin Sha Je Sa Nip Ye Hirab Jera De Pungpe Teso Sa She Yong Opale Dongwa Tokar Zon Dama Ninje Tekar Ka Sewa Jebe Tena She Sin Je Lewang Napa She Yin Zimbe Nyam Jin Tadang Rinpo Ji Jin Tam Je Je Jinbe Ti Trawa Won Jimbara Toka Hong Hong Le Wazen Jebe Jamba Hin Je Je Yao Yang Sin Ko Dang Je Pa Na Kawa Boyong Sopa Dar Jin Zhang Ne Yerang Nang La Sip Sip De Tenbar Gong Ye Gong Wado De Ka Yamin Da Ga Jana Ve Shaya Ve Shaya Om Wado De Ka Yamin Da Ga Jana Ve Shaya Om Wado De Ka Yamin Da Ga Jana Ve Shaya Wado De Ka Yamin Da Ga Jana Ve Shaya Wado De Ka Yamin Da Ga Jana Ve Shaya Wado De Ka Yamin Da Ga Jana Ve Shaya Wado De Ka Yamin Da Ga Jana Ve Shaya Wado De Ka Yamin Da Ga Jana Ve Shaya Om Wado De Ka Yamin Da Ga Jana Ve Shaya Wado De Ka Yamin Jana Ve Shaya Di zhang ben zi si du dor di de yadam zi ne jirang zo ge jiu le ya song san ba se go re de ge ga re si ge yo re si ne da da jin pa pe zi lab de ga du yi na nyam mo ro wa din bo de pe che de zi jie da song san ba se.
And then at the end, then think that crossed vatra is placed onto your crown, and the meaning of that is that the blessings that have just descended and dissolved into you will not decline. So with the crossed vatra, you're sealing them within you.
Di zhang ben zi, di zhang ben zi, di zhang ben zi, de da xin wa pe jin jie. Jian jian ba lan de wei xin jie xi jie guo sa wa. Oh, oh, ya guo da re.
Yeah, Kodo.
Okay.
了解虽然时间还没到。
Jirang zo jambar yang teni jambar hindi hi jo kola lam sen jor sen ba ji.
So now we visualize that your Manjushri instantly transform into Yamantaka.
Oya, ta toma ka wangu so, ta tanjala toma yo ba, toma, 这个不用了，这些太多。ta wang ka toma de, ye dam je la, yamba xin je hi zong ko la sang go ge yo re, de da mi ba si. Ne dang bo, toma de ye dam je, 这话呢，我在嘎嘣去呢，在其他做个这话来听，这话来听用的，在那点呢，两百星期一就过一生拉当你把，往当生拉你把他们就 top 上上把些，这个等你六几个呢，差不多这把卡，他们就打上上把等着没把些个都。
So then, so for the actual Dharma empowerment, visualize the Dharma as the Yidam Yamantaka. So you see the Dharma as the Yidam. And then from the Dharma Yidam's forehead, first white light radiates and it enters your forehead. And as it dissolves into your forehead, all negativities of body are purified, and on all the you have obtained all the powers and abilities of Yamantaka's enlightened form. So right now I'm going to recite a few lines, and at the end, when I play the bell, this is when you visualize the white light.
Wong pa den do je gong xiang wa do je mu si ko dan den ding da san je gong zin pa ko ye do je wang go ro wa do de ga ya min da ga hong pe wong we ga ya ma du ru za da wa ga ya de gen za wo Om Adro Daga Yamin Daga Om Om Eka Yama Duru Dada Kaya Bekenza Om Adro Daga Yamin Daga Om Pe Eka Yama Duru Dada Kaya Bekenza Om Pe Yenda Tate Ke Koi Wang Toba Teni Ti Jini Ta Song Ke Wang Ke Chi Te Yang Toman De Yadam La Lakpa to yon mamo tameng ma. Ken rinpa ne oze ma pon chun ne. Chira na ken rinpa la tem song sam. Te la ti ne teni o jamba xin je ki zong ko ke zong ko wang dang nu pa sin la tam je top. Chira zo je nga ka go ne sa ya pa ka dek de par cha. Zemba tam je ta. Tende se song sam pa se gore.
And so in this way, you have received the form empowerment. And then next, for the speech empowerment, again, you visualize the Dharma as the Yidam, at this time, in particular, as Mamo Changwing Mam, the concert. And now from a red R at the throat, at the Dharma's throat, a red light streams out and dissolves into your throat. And this purifies all negativities of your speech, and you receive all abilities and powers of Yamantaka's enlightened speech. And in this way, you have received the speech empowerment.
Lo bung dang do ma zo wo che pa ma mo cha me ma nam jian din ba a le wo zai ma bun chu Kiranan Jen Rinpa Tempe Sangwa Wang To Nga Chima Ta Nga Jamba Hinje Hije Songda Nize Me Ben Tojin De Sepa Me Ye Hong Pa Den Dorje Song Changwa Dorje Me Si Songdan Di Tengda Sanje Song Jimpa Songke Dorje Wang Ko Ro Om Ajo Deka Yamin Daka Hong Pe Deka Yama Dere Zeta Waka Pe Genza Hong Om Ajo Deka Yamin Daka Hong Pe Deka Yama Dere Zenda Waka Pe Genza Hong Ajo Deka Yamin Daka Hong Pe Deka Yama Dere Zeta Waka Pe Genza Hong ya da Tokyo Wangsa Dela Yang Toma La Zongko Chepar De Semcho Yamaraza E Toka Ne Ozun Tenkan Chune Jiranam Je Toka La Temson Sambat Dela Dine Denin Jamba Hinje Je Zongko Ke Tokyo Wangdang Salam Nupa Chachang Top Jiran Zoke Ije Gone Saga Dede Bakchan Zamba Tamje Sang Da Song Samba Sen Dine Yang Zhou Kausu De Dawa Me Pa Zongko Resa
And then now next we come to the mind empowerment. And so now visualize the Dharma as the deity and at this time as the supreme sun Yamaraja. And now from the Dharma's heart, the blue hunger, the heart, blue light radiates. And this blue light dissolves into your heart. And as it dissolves into you, you receive the mind empowerment, and which purifies all your mental negativities and obscurations, and your mind becomes endowed with the powers and abilities of Yamantaka's enlightened mind.
Yang
Sorry.
Hobundan Dharma Lai
Yeah.
Zo Chepar Simcho Yamaraza Namju Toke Hongle Wazen Hongbon Chue Yera Nanje Hinkar Tembe Shera Yishi Je Wang Top Yije Chema Da Yi Jambar Hinje Hije Todan Nisa Mepe Tojin De Sebe He Hong Padin Dorje Tongchang Wa Dorje Mesi Todan Din Tinda Sanje Tong Zimba Toki Dorji Wanguru, Wado Dega Yamendaka Hongde, Gemayama, Turuta Sawa Abe Kenza, Wado Dega Yamendaka Hongde, Gemayama, Turuta Tita Abe Kenza, Wado Dega Yamendaka Hongde, Gemayama, Turuta Tita Abe Kenza. 닦고 송 독송 차송 다양 짓고 송 독송간이 어제 찬양등 주네 갈만 텐송 어제 찬양등 주네 저랑 조건에 성도 찬양 주 템송 삼바제 쓰고 그래 내라데네 롱아 이선 찬양 그들바다 네 잠바 신지 중국 고송 도저선 랍네바 차창 법송 삼바선 어제 갈만 텐송 저랑 조건을 쇼발을 테네 다 된다 정성 삼바스는 된다 맥바지 쓰고도
Having received now the empowerments of body, speech, and mind, now lastly, there is an empowerment of the three combined. And so here I think that from those three syllables at the three places of the Dharma as the deity, multicolored light streams forth. So white, red, and blue light streams forth in as many colors of light dissolve into your three places, and then filling your three places in your body with light. Think that now the defilements and imprints of body, speech, and mind together are purified, and you are empowered with the body, speech, and mind of Yamantaka.
yang loban dan doma lai zongko tan je je ne sen ying zhe sen le wo zhe kan man ten sen ba de me ban che kieran ge ne sen de ten be wang je ba top go sen je ma ya dan je ba ta yang ba xin je 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 toji de seba me ye wo ba den do je on tong jin ba do je sun da wang go zi da zi deng bei ni zhi ni bei ya do ya sarva ya min da ga hong pei sarva zi da zi deng bei ni zhi ni bei ya do ya sarva si de a be gen za hong shi ong a zhou de ga ya min da ga hong pei sarva zi da zi deng bei ni zhi ni bei ya do ya sarva si de a be gen za hong shi 대단의 것은 결라바 왕치 다 니바제 나 대바게 나가 왕 대라 로번다 로번제 토가네 홍테나 근타라 나진 정와 고대와서 아tro테가 고대와 근데 제삼 대한전래 되니 한전 인바제 주네 나오게 바네 동 제랑 저거 나오 용바가 나라 쇼 한전데 teni chirang so ka nyinga la yang teni hong tang te lang nga ka kor dewa teni che yo samba sene ti ngan chen te chirang su toka ngan chen la cho yapa na yin tem song samba sene teni ngan de ji du se go yore.
And so then next we come to the speech empowerment, the transmission of the mantra. And so for that, you visualize the Vajra master as the deity. And so then at the Vajra master's heart is a hung syllable surrounded by the mantra garland, rotating clockwise. And then from the mantra garland in the master's heart, another mantra garland issues forth, and it then rises and emerges from his right nostril and then enters your left nostril and then descends down to the mantra garland at your heart, or the hung at your heart, and then dissolves there with your mantra syllable, just like water pouring into water.
Lo bo ni ga do ga ni me den do hong yin te na ga ta ngan chen ji ye so go lo bo ji ngan chen le wo zi xiao wu ye ne tong lo me na wu yong ba xiao yin ge ngan chen la dan ba sang ong a zhou de ga ya mi da ga hong pei ong a zhou de ga ya mi da ga hong pei ong a zhou de ga Yamantaka, Pompe, Oadodega, Yamantaka, Hana Mata, Binda Hompe, Oadodega, Yamantaka, Hana Mata, Binda Hompe, Oadodega, Yamantaka, Hana Mata, Binda Hompe, O Ekayama, Toroza de Song, Ekayama, Toroza de Song, Gema Yama, Toroza de Song, Sarvajita, Zertan Baini, Jani Beya, Doya, Samdre Ware, Nedron Hongza, Dagyabun Lop, Monon Kordang Jebala, Rakya Suha, O Eka Yama, Torozate Do, Eka Yama, Torozate Do, Gema Yama, Torozate Do, Sarvajita, Zertan Baini, Jani Beya, Doya, Nuzi, Jema Lasong, Tang Jebe, Chala Juk, Ningla, Maraya Juk, Wogla Juk, Sola, Maraya Juk, Chala Juk, Sala, Maraya Juk, Hong Pig, Nuzi, Shema, La Song Dan Jepa, Maraya, Lo Ya. Trong đến đến chẳng phải hiện giờ chỉ có sung hoa gần nữa ba tháng giờ lo mà chưa làm cho qua giờ ra hồng bảo hộ ra hồng bảo hộ这个干了，不该过来那个。等一下给他们了啊，先封着。哦呀，他这个送那个王阳这不行吧的，对，王当送个哈。他头节王那跟着我有的是呢，我让做这他妈的sem nyam ya个了，带上那个让个什么出单呢？这可能马屁本行的呢，那么多没本行了，那刚头就头这，等着是呢，也是nyam ya是就得头节王的，第一个是那个头，我那得人这话才可有的，那一头呢这艺术没被一些是觉得大竞争吧，他们觉得这儿从这让做个什么这东上海话的，他去过是哪带的，去的人是哪带的，上街他们这个人也是哪带的，我让的俺了的是娘家是那的头呢，你用不干不，等你上这个头等你说没发生，我让做了，这话假的有的，这头跟往我妈的带的有的。
So then this completes the speech empowerment, and next we come to the mind empowerment. And the mind empowerment essentially is to rest in meditation for a short time and looking directly at your mind, and just try to stay in a meditative state, looking at your mind as much as possible. Just let the mind be uncontrived, unaltered. Let it be as it is, free from any thoughts. And that is the mind empowerment, because at that time of resting in the nature of your mind, you are actually connecting with the wisdom deity. And the wisdom mind of the deity is a mind that is free of all grasping. It is completely empty and without grasping. That is the Dharmakaya, that is the Dharma Dhatu, that is the nature of all the Buddhas. So if you can rest in that state for a moment, during that little while in that state, you are truly connecting with the Buddhas, with the non-dual mind of the Buddhas. And that is the actual mind empowerment.
三界了大块你定是，我也呢大把当，我跟这把样大块你定是呢，送个有的吧，点我让说身体他们去了，大，我也大的几块的，我也呢大把的几块的三界的，也那我跟这把嘛大捐就有的，点谁个三界等着的大呢，三界了大块你多，我也大当罗知道。然后我也打的有的，罗知道的那个有嘛的，这了的那身体着我吃的有的，你那我让说那上了的那身体的啥个这刚说然后个刚那样的，这里三这个人应的了，我让说看着个有的，对对，来老我是呢这三这了他你问着人的有的，嘛都等着个样，我说这被这。他们把等这个就等这样人有嘛的，我那是呢，这下国不同的等那娘家是用的，第三节了我从这块抢着有。
And so then, so when you rest in that natural state, so how you are one with the Buddha, same as the Buddha is that. So the Buddha is said to be free from two kind of obscuration. Let's say, but the Buddha possesses two purities, and so the first one is the primordial purity, and the second one is the being pure of temporary adventitious obscurations. So the Buddha has these two purities. And we as sentient beings, we also have the primordial purity. So we have one of those two purities already. We are primordially pure. But for us, we still have the obscuration. So we do not have the purity of the adventitious stains of the obscurations. So we still have them. So in that sense, since we have the primordial purity, we are in a way half of our nature. We are already like the Buddhas. Half of us, we are already like Buddhas, because our basic nature is already the same. And you access that when you remain in the natural state of your mind. When you rest in the natural state of your mind, you are connecting to that nature, that primordial nature, which is the Buddha. And in that moment, you are very close to the Buddhas, actually quite easily, and you come very close to the Buddhas just instantly. It is just that we still have these adventitious stains. But when you are in that state where you're so close to the Buddhas, you see that really you are not ordinary and just bad or negative. But when you rest in that state, you can actually come to experience that as you connect to the Buddhas.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Then the dati tanyam de sa gomjan. Or around like on it, they go.
So now I'm going to sound the bell, and at that time, place yourself for a little while in a state of meditation, just naturally.
Oh, yeah, te tabaga sen jin jimba me parawa, ngala lula yone deang jo te Tokyo wans. Te gabs Tokyo wangune te Tokyo res.
Oh,
In Kore.
Yes. Oh, yeah. So, sorry, resting in that state, the mind that is free from grasping in a natural state, that is the actual mind empowerment.
Oh, yeah, to yun tong tong la yang. Te sa yun ren sona nam to de chi ga mario. To yun tong tong ma zeni. Je chi. Ta
So
te
we keep
tabaga
the
Tokyo wang
sorry.
de. Te tabaga wang Tokyo wang de rob chawari. Teni ngen de la ta to mangola yogorwa. To mangola ya mayone yang wang to mari sangorwa.
So now we are keeping the meditation short because we simply just can't remain in meditation for very long. But that completes the mind empowerment. And so now I will come to place the Dharma on your crown. And that's mainly also because otherwise people may think that if I don't receive the Dharma on my crown, I might not have received the empowerment. So this completes the empowerment of body, speech, and mind. And in the end, we're going to seal with dedication prayers. And that is necessary in any practice that we do. In the beginning, we must begin with refuge and bodhicitta and end with dedication prayers. Tomorrow and the following day, we will have teachings on this practice, and we will also do the practice. And if you have any questions, then you may ask them at that time.
Okay. Yeah. Dedication.
Yeah, after dedication, we do kata offering.
Okay, so page 18. Oh, okay. Lord Jitim Songong's dedication. Glorious, holy, venerable, precious, kind, root, and lineage gurus, divine assembly of yidams, assemblies of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, heroes and heroines, Yogini and her assembly of Jakinis, all of you dwelling in the 10 directions, please heed me. By the power of this vast root of virtue, may I benefit all beings through my body, speech, and mind. May the afflictions of attachment, hatred, ignorance, pride, and jealousy not arise in my mind. May thoughts of fame, reputation, gain, respect, honor, and concern for this life not arise for even a moment. May my mind stream be moistened by loving kindness, compassion, and bodhicitta, and may I become a spiritual master with good qualities, equal to the infinity of space. May I gain the supreme attainment of Mahamudra in this very life. At the moment of death, may I not experience the suffering of being abruptly severed from this life. May I not suffer a terrible death. May I not die confused by wrong views. May I not experience an untimely death. May I die joyfully and happily in the great luminosity of the mind itself and the crystal clarity of Dharmata. May I, in any case, gain the supreme attainment of Mahamudra at the time of death or in the bardo. For this realm encircled by snow-covered mountains, you are the source of all benefit and happiness. Tenzin Gyatso, Lord Chenrenzi, may you remain steadfast until the end of samsara. Embodiment of the three jewels, great being who upholds and increases the teachings of the Shakya lion. Supreme are your activities of guiding others with your perfect deeds. May you, the precious Guru who accomplishes everything, spontaneously live long. Holder of the teachings of Lord Drikung, great Lord of the Three Jewels, through the power of your peerless compassion and the Holy Dharma's peace and light, you bring relief to beings. May your life be long. The one known in the noble land as Arya Deva, emanated into the Gar clan of eastern Tibet as Chudimba, the hard son of Jigten Gompo, may the life of glorious Garchen remain steadfast for 100 eons. Page 28. May the teachings of the great Drikungpa Ranashri, Master of Interdependence, Omniscient Lord of Dharma, who has seen all knowable things, be upheld until the end of cyclic existence through study, practice, hearing, contemplation, and meditation. Your 1,000 arms are the 1,000 wheel-turning canes. Your 1,000 eyes are the 1,000 Buddhas of this fortunate eon. Your love is boundless like space. I supplicate to the Bodhisattva Z. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Shi Om Mani Padme Om 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 Shi Gewa de yin de da Chere si wang zhub zhi ne Zhuo wa chi jia ma le pa De yi sa la go par zhu. Page 31, short prayer to be reborn in the blissful land of Amitabha. Ema hong o tsar sang jie na wa ta ye da ye su zhou wo tu jie chen po dang yuan de sen pa tu chen to nam la sang jie jiang sen pa me kor ji kor de ke ngo tsar pa de me pa yi de wa chen shi jia wei xin kam de da shen de ne ce pe zhi ma ta jie ma qian chi par ma zhi pa ru de ru jie ne nang te sha tuan shu de ke da ke mong lam da pa yi Chu zhi sang jie jiang sen tam jie ji Ge me zhi pa xin ji lap du so De ya ta ben zan zhi ya a wa bo da na ye so ha. Imaho. In the center is the wonder Buddha of boundless light. To his right is Cherenzi, the Lord of great compassion, and to his left is Vajrapani, the Bodhisattva of great might. They are surrounded by an inconceivable assembly of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Immeasurable peace and happiness is the pure land of great bliss. When I and all beings pass from this life, may we be born in that land, unhindered by another samsaric birth. And may we then behold the face of Amitabha, boundless light. May all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions bless this aspiration, that it may be accomplished without hindrance. Deyata benzan jaya awa bodha na ye soha. Page 30. Jiangzhu sem cho rinpoche ma jie pa nam jie zhi qi jie pa niang pa me pa yang go ne gong de pe wa shu.
Thank you, everybody. 谢谢大家。好，
Thank
今
you,
天晚
Lama
上
La
的
Dashi.
法会结束了。
Thank you, Lama La Dashi.
We very, very grateful and thanks Gabi Lama give us empowerment.
Thank you.
Hello. Yeah, we are very grateful and thanks Lama Chuji Nima gave us the empowerment, Yamantaka empowerment. He's so compassion and love kindness. Many people request this empowerment. So we are happy many people online join us tonight, and in person, over 200 people there. Thanks everyone joining us online and in person. I saw many Chinese, Vietnamese, and other English students. So very, very thanks for the all three language, the translator. If with all the translator, we don't understand the meaning and everything. So thank you all for translator for us and the benefits for all language, the students. Thank you. And also, we hope to see you tomorrow and Sunday for the teachings. Okay. Also on the Zoom room, the chat, we had a text, the sadhana on the chat, so you can download it. It's a daily practice or in the center practice, just use the short one. For whole text, the sadhana we only use for Dzogchen. So please understand. Also the text, the sadhana, please don't share with others, because others, if didn't get empowerment, cannot read the text, the sadhana. Please, this is very important. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lama. Thank you very much.
Thank you. 好。
Thank you, everyone.